Let's have Simus die by old age, just like boring, whatever. And then we can kill off Jocasta by like a broken heart or something. Poor Michael's gonna be like devastated right now because both of his parents are gonna die in the same moment, but we can delete that, it's fine. Hello everybody, welcome. It is a gloomy day here in Willow Creek, and I just wanted to go ahead and bring you guys along as I play do random things in my save file. So yeah, I think that this is going to be quite fun, and if it's not, well, it doesn't really matter, but I kind of just wanted a little bit of a record of my like me playing this game and different random things that I do. So yeah, let's get started. So right now I'm actually loaded into the Bachelor / Caliente household, and there's 2 Sims that we're going to kill off right off the bat, just because I don't think they would be alive at this stage. Like, maybe they would be, but like, I don't know, maybe I should keep Jocasta. I'm not really sure. That being said, essentially, so we have our 2 main Sims here that are going to be the only ones left alive after everything kind of goes through. We have Nina Caliente and Dina Caliente, so they are kind of a little bit lore accurate. I'm trying my best here to make them accurate to the lore that I enjoy. What is happening currently is I've spawned in a bunch of extra Sims just so that they're like in the family tree, but that they're not actually going to be alive for much longer. So we have Jocasta, who is married to Simus, and Simus and Jocasta have Michael as their son. Jocasta and Simus are going to be the ones that I want to like quickly kill off, just so that we can have them in the cemetery, which I will hope to build at some point. I wonder if cemeteries are now something that is actually available with Life and Death. I haven't really played around with it very much. Okay, so let us just make sure that they're on the lot. Oh, not you. Because I don't want them to die and not have a, what's it called? Not have a headstone. And then I can quickly go through just like their traits. So this is Simus. He's nosy, freaking erratic. Essentially, like in The Sims 3, he's a bit of a mooch, and he is a news anchor or something. Like, he works in journalism, so I made him nosy. And he is has this aspiration, which we're not going to like do any of that. I don't even think I'm gonna really give him skills. I'm just gonna kill them straight off. I do think it might be fun to play around with them, but because Michael's gonna die eventually, I don't think it's really gonna be that fun. So MC Command Center, and we're just going to remember how I do this. Maintain the sim. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Guess we're opening a cast. No. Cancel, exit, create a sim. That was also looking kind of glitched out for some reason. I wonder why. Okay, sorry. MC Command Center. I thought it was sim commands. Yeah, it's killing her. Maintain sim, not modifying casts. Kill the sim. And then I think what we'll do, let's have Simus die by old age, just like boring, whatever. And then we can kill off Jocasta by like a broken heart or something. Poor Michael's gonna be like devastated right now because both of his parents are gonna die in the same moment, but we can delete that, it's fine. Oh yeah, and then let's go through Jocasta's things. So she's a vegetarian, she's a loner, she loves the outdoors, she's a loner in The Sims 3 as well. I don't know if they actually have a good relationship in The Sims 3, Simus and Jocasta. I'm just gonna get rid of that. But she's supposed to have like a garden, so I'm gonna like place some things down that'll probably wilt, because I don't think any of these 3 are going to be playing around with that. Can you kill him off already? I kind of want to, I don't know, I want to wait until he's dead before killing her, because I don't want anything to glitch. Okay, cool. Become a free roam ghost, and then MC Command Center, Sim commands, maintain Sim, kill the Sim. Let's have her die by a broken heart, I guess. I don't know if they liked each other, but let's pretend like they did. Oh my gosh. What? That was like very intense. Okay. And then again, maybe I should keep one of them. They're like, I don't even care. Around death, losing an acquaintance. They're like, I don't care. And then let's go ahead. Maybe we'll go through Michael's things. So he's active. He's kind of cringy. He's an insider. He wants to, what is this aspiration called? Computer whiz. Wants to be a computer whiz. I don't know how long we're going to keep him alive, but the whole premise, I actually think I might have preferred if maybe I shouldn't have had them already be married. Are they not already married? Oh, they're not already married, actually. So maybe I can do what I wanted to do. What I was going to do is, I was like, maybe I should have them not be living there, and I wanted to add their Sims 3 roommate. I can't remember her name. The one that's kind of like awkward, and they're trying to like get her to like be a little bit cuter or whatever. I wanted to have them add her, live with her, and then I want to actually have them get married. Like I want to do a wedding for them. So maybe I thought already of that and I didn't have them. They do have good compatibility, which is interesting. Yeah, so let's go ahead then and wait until she dies so we don't glitch anything out, and then we'll move we'll move them out and we'll find a spot for them to be placed. It'll be nice because then I'll get to like show you guys the other things that I've built. And yeah. So anyways, back to the very thing that I started off with was Nina. It's so dark and dim. I don't like this. Maybe I should get some shaders. She's self-absorbed, she's a snob, she's high maintenance, and she wants to be rich. So we'll have them go ahead and do that. Actually, before I do anything, let me place you guys in his inventory, just so that they don't get lost. And then this is her twin sister, Nina. I don't know if they're actually the same age. No, they're not. I need to make them twins. That's fine. I'll fix that when I'm like playing with them. But her twin sister Nina, she's a bit more of an athletic girl, but she's very romantic as well. And she's neat, which is something that's very important for her. In my Sims 2, she was very neat, and she was just like always, you know, cleaning up after her sister. So yeah, these are the two sisters. They're twins, and then Michael, who's going to eventually be engaged to Dina. I don't know if, because eventually Dina's gonna have to get with Mortimer Goth, but Mortimer actually isn't, like Bella's still there, so yeah. I haven't actually done any of the exterior like landscaping or anything yet, but this is their house. I tried to kind of make it look a little bit like the Bachelor house, like Bachelor family house from The Sims 3. So it doesn't really like have anything on the inside, but this is their home. This will be like the kitchen, bathroom, living room, dining room, like a sunroom here, and then 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So technically in The Sims 3 they would have another layer, and there's like an attic up there, but I don't like playing with 3-story houses, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead, go to Manage Worlds, and we'll move out the twins. So I will remind myself how to do that. Manage household, split, create a new household. I don't think I actually have anywhere to put them because they're not supposed to be that rich. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And let's just give them, like, enough to, like, buy a plot of land. I'll cheat money when I need to eventually. Yeah, because they're not supposed to be that rich. I wonder if I should move the bachelor house over here. And then have this be, like, almost like a sorority. I'm not sure. I kind of want to build something. I don't know what, though. What option do we have? Should we start on the Goth's house? I feel like that would be fun. We have Goth's land grabs and Pleasance here. Oh, maybe we should do the Pleasant house. The only issue is that I want the Pleasant house to be kind of true to the Pleasant home. And I would want to be referencing, the old place. I think actually I kind of vaguely have good memory of it. Let's go ahead and play with the Pleasance for a bit. So let's go ahead, yeah, let's do this. I think this will be fun. Of course, it's like so dark. Oh my god. Let's bring everybody home and quickly go through all of the characters. So we have Daniel Pleasant. I haven't done relationships within the town yet, but this is Daniel Pleasant. He's going to be having an affair with Kaylin, and I feel like I made him look a little bit nicer than he does in the actual Sims 2, because in the Sims 2 I always thought he looked like kind of crazy, but this man is more attractive and makes me want to play with him more. I honestly, because like she's not supposed to be that, are they adults? I can't remember. Yeah, they are adults. We have Mary Sue Pleasant, who is running for mayor. She's got just like some plain makeup on, you know, more like professional outfit. We have Lilith Pleasant, who I think she ends up, in my Sims 2, she kind of has a bit of it. This is not a phase, but like she tones it down a little bit. She's less extremely gothic, but I feel like as a teen, she would, you know, 100% play with this kind of, have fun with this. But Lilith is kind of, she's a twin sister to Angela, and I don't know if they're categorized as twins. They're not. Okay. She's Angela's twin sister, but she's kind of like hated by her family because she's a bit of a rebellious girl and doesn't want to do things the way that they want her to do them. But Angela is like, you know, the angel child or whatever. But actually she ends up, in my game, she ends up not being the greatest, and because she's dating, I never showed you him, but in the Broke trailer, there's one of the teens, or the only teen, but the teen there, she's dating him, Dustin. Anyways, we came here for a reason, and let's go ahead and do the thing that we came here for. It's so dark. Oh, okay, that's better. So I'm the type of person that hates the grid function, and but for the start of this, I feel like it makes sense. I can't quite remember, I don't know if I should pull it up. Maybe let me quickly pull it up. I can't quite remember what the exterior looks like of their house. Like, I remember vaguely, but not really. Okay. Sims 2 Pleasant house. Let's see. Oops, I did not intend to do that. Oh, this is definitely different than what I would have made it look like, because I think in my game, actually, I also changed it a bit, so let's go ahead and do something similar to this. So let's start off, they don't really have much of an entryway, it's kind of small. I think this might be too big of a front yard, but we'll leave it for now. And then let's start off with our kind of little bit of something like this. In the front of the house, this is where the living room ends up being, if my memory serves me correctly. And then they have their bedroom back here. Is this kind of aligned? Yeah, okay. Or maybe I should do one more so it lines up like that, yeah. Okay. And then I don't know what the back of the house looks like, but I don't want it to be completely flat. And I know that there's a bathroom back here. Actually, I don't know that there's a bathroom back here, but I think it might be the stairs, maybe. But I want it to be kind of recessed so that there's some element of something. Now this part comes out in like this one. I don't know if I want that. We'll put it here for now, but I just feel like it doesn't look that nice with like this. It would look better if it was just flat, but we'll keep it for now. It is where the kitchen ends up being, so we can have it be kind of large because they are rich, and would have a large kitchen. And then, if my memory serves me correct as well, this is like where the living room is. This is where the entryway is. Like, I think the stairs were like over here somewhere. And then dining room and kitchen, and it kind of like loops around like this. Again, this might be more of... Yeah, actually, I'm like really wrong. Well, I'm not that wrong, no. Okay, so this is the living room, this is the bedroom, and then the stairs kind of go this way. The entryway is over here. There's like some empty space back here. I don't know that I want that empty space. And then the dining room and the kitchen are over here, but the kitchen's like closed off. No, so here's the thing. In my game, I like renovated it so it looks a little bit different, and I think that's reasonable for me to let it be renovated. This is the size of the bed, so this is quite a large room, and then this is for... Okay, so yeah, this is reasonable, I think, for the living room. I kind of might want to make it a tiny touch bigger. So let's pull this out one more, push this in one more. And then I think I want the stairs to be over here, kind of like this. Because I don't really think we need a back for the stairs, and I want it to be too wide. Because I feel like they would have like a fancy grand entrance. Now, again, should I close it off? We can have like archways. I think we should close it off because it does feel a bit realistic for like it being kind of like an old house. And then we can have a dining table would fit here, and there would be enough space for everybody to go around. My biggest pet peeve is that sometimes the dining tables, like the Sims get like stuck. Like if I were to place, let me show you what I mean. If I were to place the dining table, okay, Batu, sure, like this, and then have chairs over here, this sim is gonna like get stuck, even though they might be able to get in there. So having it like this will be nice, because then you can have chairs all the way around and nobody will be stuck. Okay, so this is a good size, I think, for the dining room, and we might as well have our back door entryway over here. Again, I don't really remember. It's actually supposed to be over there, but creative liberties. Let's have this be kind of like this, I think. Maybe we should have a little bit of a larger kind of patio. And they do have a really large backyard and it's all fenced in with a pool, which I think is realistic for the Pleasants. They do have one of like because I think they're supposed to be, this is supposed to be called Pleasant View, right? So like they're supposed to be the founders of this town. They weren't, I don't remember them being the richest, but I do think that they would have a very beautiful home. And then up here, let me reference my photo again. I remember Angela's Pleasant being on the left, and Angela's bedroom, and then Lilith's being on the right. And I remember Lilith's bedroom being absolutely disgustingly heinous, in the sense that it was just like really like weirdly misshapen. I'm not doing that, I'm sorry. Like if I'm going to be playing in this thing, I need it to like look respectable enough that I would feel like I could play in it. Do you know what I mean? Now in my game, in The Sims 2, I had I think it would be cute if they had a little balcony over here. I had Mary Sue get pregnant right before she found out that Daniel was cheating on her. Again, these are all placeholders, excuse me. Right before she found out that Daniel was cheating on her, she gets pregnant, and she had a girl called, I don't remember her name, but she ended up kind of being my favorite character. I say that and I don't remember her name. How am I like actually like, how am I what I say I am? What was her name? Something with an M, maybe? I can't remember. I actually can't remember. That kind of sucks. How does that... I haven't played The Sims 2 in a long time. But anyways, she ends up having like a room kind of like over here. But, if I want this area to be a balcony, that means that this is going to be Angela's room. And that doesn't really leave us much space for another room up here. Yeah, because I think this will be a... I like the idea of having to have Lilith go through like a little bit of like a narrower space, so we can have the bathroom be over here. And that can be a shared bathroom. And then we can have a ensuite bathroom maybe for Angela, I think. Yeah, let's have an ensuite bathroom for Angela. Ugh, I don't like this kind of like type piece over here. Is that okay? Maybe I should have it be like this. Because that kind of gives us a bit of a hallway. Instead, shall I not give her an ensuite? Or, well, I wasn't going to give her an ensuite anyways, but... Ooh, what am I doing over here? Instead, shall I place the bathroom over here? It's like way too dark. I'm also starting to like get annoyed by the grid. Lighting. Let me just put some lights down because I want to be able to see. I should have put the big ones down. I always hate when I can't find them again, these little tiny ones, and I can't see them and I just forget them there. They're not that terrible. Okay, so the other option is if we end up not wanting to have a balcony. I just feel like it would be cute for Angela to have a balcony. We could have her have a balcony in the back, and no, I want it to be in the front. Okay. The other option is that we can add a room in the downstairs area. Like we can have a room somewhere over here. Like we can add a little side section, and her room can be off of the living room, the same way that the parents' room is off of the living room. That might be nice. And she can also have a little outdoor... I just don't like the way that the house looks like that, I think. Yeah, I don't remember how I did this. I think I made this part a room. Like, I made this part a room, and then I had, like, something else be a half bathroom. But I want to give them a little bit of a roof piece over here. I don't know. Huh. How shall we do this? I mean, Angela's room is quite large. The other option is we could extend the back over here. Like, we could make this like this, bring this back, and have this be 2 rooms. I like that. Okay. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I like this. Okay, cool. Because then that way we might be able to have like a little bit larger of a dining room. So where does this come down to? How do I just make a basement wall? Can I just do this? I just want to see where the wall ends, because I don't want it to be too large. And I want it to line up. Okay, that's not bad. We can bring this back a touch so that it lines up here. Shall we bring this back as well so that it lines up there? And then I don't want this to have... I'll leave it kind of be a little bit indented there. Cool. And then I want one of the rooms to be smaller than the other one because I want Lilith to have like... You know what I could do actually is I could have this be a bit of like a indentation here. Pull this over so that this room is smaller, and then we can give this room to, or no, maybe, because I wanted Lilith to have like a bit of like a something kind of like this. Maybe her bed can go in the center, or like her, I don't know, she can have a little bit of like a fun like curtains on like 3 windows over here. So I don't need to have her have a tiny room. I can have her have a normal sized room. Yeah, that's fine. Now the other question is, shall we add the same kind of indentation? What is happening over here? Oh right, yeah. Shall we have her have the same indentation on this side? I think that would be nice for the dining room, because then we can have a bathroom down here. Oh, a bathroom down here. And then I believe there was a bathroom over here as well, like their ensuite. Like this. Shall we pull this out one? Is this too much texture? Is there still going to be space for a bed? I think so. We can have their bed be over here. Yeah, cool. Their bed usually is like this, but whatever. We're taking lots of creative liberties. Okay, and then there's still room for a dining room. There's still room for a door here or here. There's still this massive empty space here for an entryway. I don't really get the purpose of the entryway, but it is what it is. Now, shall I... No, it's going to be annoying to have diagonal walls. Okay, let's roof and bring this up a bit, have them a little bit higher up, and put some roofing down. So I was thinking that this would be kind of like this. Oh, that's not going to really work, is it? Can I go like that? Yeah, well, okay, perfect. Let us bring this down so that we have space for windows up here. Is that too low? I think that's too low. Okay. And then line these two up over here. Maybe I'll speed through me doing the roofing real quickly. Alright, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. I wasn't really, like, the happiest with it, but, like, this part, like, everywhere else I kind of enjoy, but this part I just didn't really know what to do with it. I think I should go one more height down. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't the happiest with this. I mean, that doesn't look bad. I just feel like there should be something. I don't know. It is what it is. Let's color the roof. So it should be like a gray color. And I want them to have like nicer roof tile. Just so that it's like, I don't know, it's reasonable to me that they would have like a little bit fancier roof. Not fancier, that's not the right word, but like nicer roof. I don't want them to have like terracotta. I mean, I guess this can work. It's not the fanciest roof, but it's gray. I wish this one was like, maybe we'll do this one. Okay, let's keep this one for now. And then the paint is like beige, and is it the one that comes with, let's see the cottage living wallpaper and the get together wallpaper. I think there's, yeah, it's the one that comes with get together, not cottage living that I'm looking for. Okay. I've never used these before. I don't really know how they work. Okay, so that's an option. I don't like how, like, grimy it is. Is this the only wallpaper that kind of, like, looks like this? What do you call this type of wallpaper? Why is it so grimy? I don't want the house to look grimy. Okay, hold on. Let's go to paneling. I guess there's... Oh, this one might be nice. From Snowy Escape. And there's a bit more of a beigey color, which I think is like kind of like what their house looks like. I don't think all of it has... Oh no, all of it does, except for some of the brick. I was gonna say, I don't think all of the... I don't think all of the... like the house part has this kind of siding, but it does. Okay, what other options of the siding do we have? There's Get to Work. Oh, this is not what we're looking for. No. Why isn't the... Oh, it counts as like stone. Now, we will need stone for this area, so let's think about what we might want to do here. Yeah, like how are you even, like there's so many options. What's going on here? I guess we could do something like that. I don't like that very much. No. Okay. I think the Snowy Escape one was the best option, so let's just filter by Snowy Escape. Yeah, let's just go with this, and we can have some of the spots be a bit more decorated than others. Now the color is a bit more like orange toned. Okay, I don't mind how this looks. I feel like it's giving kind of like old English a little bit, and it doesn't look too terrible. Let us find some... I think this is like too fancy, right? Yeah, that might, like, we can use this on the inside maybe, perhaps, but we want something a little bit less fancy for the fencing. I don't think they, like, I mean, in The Sims 2 they only really have like 3 fencing options, so I don't think we should utilize that too much as like our reference. Maybe this one? I just don't want too many like little bits and pieces. Okay, maybe we should just use... Also, I didn't notice, this is like black and red together. I thought it was just brown. Interesting. We can just use like the matching fencing. How does that look? I think that's fine. I just do want it to kind of look a bit more like Western suburban, kind of. Ooh. That's not what I meant to do. So I don't... maybe this one? Or maybe just something plain. Yeah, let's maybe just do the plain one. If it has like a matching wood swatch. Okay, I like this one. Okay. I mean, it's not that different than what was originally there, but I like a little bit better. And then we can fence everything in over here. We'll have our stairs kind of... Maybe we should have stairs... No, we'll have our stairs like right in the center. Yeah, that lines up well. Should I have roofed this area? Actually, now that I think about it, let's just see what would happen if we brought this over here. How do I feel about that? Oh, it's not gonna line up unless it's like really tall. Is that right? How come that doesn't line up? How's that possible? You know, I don't mind that. I did want to have some windows in that area, but no, that's actually hideous. What am I thinking? Get that out of my face. Oh. Okay, yeah, this can be open, that's fine. Should I have roofed this area? Maybe I should bring this out a bit. Just like to entertain the idea. Because the other thing is that this is like a bathroom, so we don't really want windows there anyways. That looks like really ugly too. Okay, I can bring it down a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. If we bring this out one, then the stairs can like line up kind of like over here. And then maybe we can use this matching snowy escape stairs. Ooh, that's like really fancy. Okay. I just don't like how this doesn't like line up. If you catch my drift, I think that's just too much patio, but I guess that'll work. Okay. I don't mind that. Let's see if there's a matching snowy escape floor, and if there isn't, then there's not. Maybe I don't want to use these stairs because they're a little bit like really... They're like really... What's the word that I'm looking for? Brightly brown, and I think this matches better. And we might be able to find a stair that matches this color, or a floor, sorry. That matches this color. Maybe we won't because it's The Sims. Okay, this is not the worst match in the world. It definitely doesn't match, but it doesn't clash. Oh, this is better. Definitely not that one. I mean, that doesn't look terrible, and it looks good from afar. Okay, cool. Is there a better one? Ooh. I think that's the closest we've got, but I don't like how the wood is like very pocked like that. They're fancier people. They wouldn't have pocked wood. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. This one might be better because it's less shiny. What was it before? Let's just go with this one. Okay, cool. And then I think we'll paint, like we'll just like finish the exterior kind of, and then we can, or not finish the exterior, but like kind of get a little bit more of a grasp on what the exterior might look like. Oh, finding the matching stairs is always a pain. That's not the right color. There we go. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I want to paint the foundation. Okay, what color did they have it in? It's just like the same stone as this. But that's gonna be an issue because we might not have matching... Oh, that actually is like more perfect than it could have ever been. That looks so good. Okay, it kind of... So it looks a little bit more European, I think, than I wanted it to. Something about like the gray brick and the, what do you call this? I don't know. All these like little bits and pieces makes it look a little bit like European to me. Let us go ahead and add our doors, and then we'll call it a day. Or not, or call it a day right there, but like we'll add our doors and we'll go around calling it a day. Oh, I love The Sims sometimes, and sometimes it really sucks. Maybe this one's just fine. It has a matching wood swatch. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's fine for a door to the... Oh, but I don't like this. What's going on here? What is that? Okay. So I did like when it was like pulled in all the way. I guess what I could do is I could just make it shorter so that it doesn't pop up like that. Yeah, okay, perfect. Is that not painted? Oh, it's not. Oops. Cool. Alright, and we can do an interior another time. Anytime. Anytime. Was the front door like all windowedy? I think it should have been. Yeah. It's actually a window door, glass double door. I like that idea. I mean, we could also do like this one. It's not... No, I would rather have a glass double door, I think. That's a little bit too, like, store. That one's definitely, like, not like a home. Should we just do this one? It doesn't have a matching swatch. Does this one have a matching swatch? It does. But it's kind of short. I don't like that very much. No, that's ugly. Also, is this tall? I mean, actually we can keep it, that's fine. But we can do the medium wall height doors then. If we find one that we enjoy. I mean, personally, I would want something like this. I feel like that would work best in this situation. We can also just line it up with this because we don't have, this is like an entryway, so we don't really have anything that's gonna go in over here. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And I think it works with this type of door. It doesn't, you know, match exactly what was happening with the original house, but it's the essence that we're looking for. And then let's get a back door. I think we can just do the same as this one for our back door, and we can do it over here, I guess. I would have thought maybe we could do it. Is there a matching skinny version of that door? HBG double front door. How about that? No, that's not what that says. Because this is too, like, there's too many, like, things happening over with these ones. I don't want it to be a double door. That's fine. We'll leave this one there. And then we want some archways, and I think some tall archways would be fun. Let's go ahead and get a tall archway over here. I don't think I want to close off the dining room. Maybe we should, actually. Let's close off the dining room. Not like that. Like this. Yeah, that works. We're gonna need a bunch more money. They're rich, so this doesn't matter. I honestly haven't really been watching the funds with any of my builds. I'm just letting them be as expansive as they want to be. Now, I kind of just want doors that match this, so I think we should use this as our door here. And then do we have matching skinny version? I think all of them are going to be too wide. And I'd rather have the archway be in the middle there. Where's our cats and dogs one? Huh, they don't have a cats and dogs archway. That's a lie. There has to be one, I'm pretty sure. Cats and dogs. I swear I've used it before. No, they don't have one. This is the only too wide archway that they've got. I mean, should we do the too wide archway? To the kitchen? And the dining room? How do we feel about that? How do I feel about that? I would have liked to have it over here, but I think this is actually better because we can have like the kitchen be kind of around this corner, and maybe we can have something in over like in this corner. I'm not sure what, but like a table, like a little breakfast table in this area. Yeah, I think that works. That's fine. And then we need our door to the bathroom onto the ensuite. I think we'll put it here, and then a door to the bedroom. Put it there. So shared bath with, like, this is gonna be a really actually annoying bath to use because, Because where am I gonna put, like, everything's gonna have to go all the way back here. I could just make it shorter. Make it less drastic. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but it's gonna be a nicer looking bathroom if I do it that way. The other option is I could put 2 doors, one from the kitchen and one from there, and then that kind of actually might be nice because then we can put a little table over here, like a little accent table in that corner. I really don't know what's going to happen to this entryway. I think it's just going to be like a fancy entryway. Let's go ahead and replace those, and then we want the matching railings and the matching fences on the inside. And then I don't know if I want the same exact floor on the inside. Maybe we should just have it be like this wooden floor. Or maybe we'll do carpet for the rooms. I don't think this type of house would have carpet in the rooms. You can add your own carpet. Well, I don't really know what it would have looked like on the inside. This one will be tile. Those two, all the bathrooms will be tile. Okay, I think we've got our kind of house looking a little bit better with all the doors. Maybe we should add the windows and then we'll call it a day. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of extending this quite a bit. It's going to be a long video. What matching windows do I want? Maybe just these ones, to be honest, because I think they have matching swatches. Is that right? I think that's right. And then we can have kind of a little sunroom over there. Does this fit over here? No. That being said, we could use this one in the kitchen. I think that kind of matches. No! Okay. Ooh. If we just filter by base game, or should we look and see if there's nicer windows? I honestly think the base game ones are the ones that we want. Like, I don't want any of these like little frilly things. Yeah, I just want the base game windows. Now that being said, do we have any tall windows that we want? I don't think so. They're too frilly. Also, what is happening here? Rotate that, please. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Was I hallucinating that it's supposed to be like asymmetrical? It's not. I don't know why it looks asymmetrical in there. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. I should build a wedding venue. That's what I should build. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll do just base game, I think. Alright, I think that is the shell of the house. I think it looks beautiful, and I think we're gonna be starting off on a really great foot to like furnish the house and you know, do the exterior and things like that. So we'll end the episode here. Definitely, it's been like an hour of me, like an hour and a half of me filming. I need a break. But yeah, this is where we're at, and I'll see you guys in another episode. I'm really excited to play a bit more with this family and decorate, and you know, just generally keep working on my save file. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.